Hey, it's Mayor O'Connell. As we near my second State of Metro address, I want to take us on a journey through stories about our experiences and the progress we're making as a city together. As mayor, my goal is to improve our quality of life for all Nashvillians. We're doing it by focusing on how Nashville moves, works, and grows, and now how Nashville helps. Let's start with how Nashville moves. In November, we asked and our community responded overwhelmingly. It's time for more, safer options as we move around the city. Now we're working to build the system we envisioned together by implementing the Choose How You Move Transit Improvement Program. And we're keeping our focus on the foundational work NDOT and WeGo do every day to make our commutes a little better, no matter how we get where we're going.
Well, I've been a rideshare driver since 2016, so I feel that, one of the unique opportunities I have is when I have tourists coming into the city of Nashville and picking them up from the airport and such, that I get a chance to be the first place they see. In most cases, they're ready to hang out on Broadway and party, but I let them know that there's a lot more to Nashville than just Broadway. My perception is that there's so many drivers coming and bringing their own driving experiences from different parts of the country that they see Nashville as nobody can drive there. Well, we drive differently than you do in Chicago and New York. I'd see us as much more polite drivers, and they see us as maybe a nuisance getting in their way because we don't drive fast enough. Those two contradicting ways of driving, it leads to some congestion. People just not knowing what roads to navigate, just trying to navigate downtown, whether it's as a rideshare driver or just for my personal use. You often find, traffic lights that are stuck on red or green going the other direction when, you really want them to play towards your needs. And if the signals could read, what's going on, that would definitely make it more convenient for all motorists. I got into cycling in 2011. I was a runner, school teacher, track coach, so I prided myself on getting out there and running with the kids. So had a few knee issues, and after my third knee surgery, my doctor suggested, hey, you better stop running and do something else. So he suggested a bicycle, so I'm trying out a bicycle. I've been trying it out for quite a few years. So my cycling journey, began in 2010. I sought out a cycling group to ride with and joined them, and found out that it wasn't uncommon that people go out and do 20 or 30 miles or more. And just got inspired to really try to be as athletic as I could on the bicycle. I like to set goals for myself. So, my first time I did a multi-day ride was in 2013, and did a ride from Salt Lake City to Boise, Idaho. Took a 1-week ride and really, kind of got the passion for it. The community of cyclists is great. I mean, we definitely look out for each other. Our group chats are all about, hey, not only let's get together and ride, but let's get together, for personal time and prayers and support and those type of things as well. So we need to have safe places to ride. There are members who kind of pick and choose where they want to ride based upon how safe they're going to feel. So when we put out our weekly routes, they evaluate it, and some can or can't come based upon that. So ideally, we would love to have protected bike lanes where there is an obstacle between the traffic and the cyclist. But here on Woodlawn, we see an example of a sharrow. So the sharrow, the whole idea is that we have a painted marking on the ground to let motorists know that the bicyclists have a right to be there. These should be strategically placed where on the road we have a safe passage to go straight down the middle, and everything to the right belongs to the cyclist. But those are one protective measure that will work for now, but we would like to have more. So to have again, protected bike lanes, not just paint on the ground. Paint on the ground's a step, but we want protected bike lanes where we can safely operate our vehicle.
This is Lenora Johnson, breast cancer survivor, mother of 7, including 2 sets of twins, grandmother of 26, Halloween costume expert.
So you be wearing Transformers.
And devoted bus rider.
This bus serves Route 41, Golden Valley.
Downtown.
By morning, Lenora and 2 of her grandchildren start their daily commute together before the sun comes up.
I get to see a lot of people.
By day, she's a housekeeper at Nashville General Hospital, and in the evenings, grandma again.
I bring my grandson over here in the morning times, and we catch the bus right here. He go to school. Then I walk to work, do my 8 hours, come back, and then wait till he get off the bus, school bus, and we catch the MTA bus back home. So we start at 5:55 each morning and get home by 5:30 p.m.
For Lenora, taking WeGo to where she needs to go is convenient and cost-effective. And most importantly, a vessel for quality time with her grandchildren. Choose How You Move will upgrade 2/3 of our intersections. Old technology would give way to modern systems. Smart signals coupled with LiDAR technology capture 3D movement that allows NDOT to make real-time adjustments to lights and predicts future traffic so we all keep moving.
See, we have this vehicle in green here going quickly to the north. We have vehicles in red here that are stopped. These vehicles are slowing down now, so that signal is probably changing from red to green. Yep, and then we can see that left turn motion there for those vehicles. You can see they started red, went to yellow as they accelerated, green coming through. We have queues starting to form up here. We can see we just got a green on the south side. That's going to let through. The signal is now going to go through a yellow and all red phase. And then you're going to see these mainline vehicles get the green light to start moving again.
Nashville has a traffic management center that is ready to manage these smart signals. The bummer is, right now, not enough signals run on good technology to be managed in real time. With Choose How You Move, there will be 592 new or upgraded traffic signals in some of our highest traffic areas being monitored. Something that TMC shift supervisor Jeffrey Luss says will help the team be an extra set of eyes and ears for our first responders.
There's an old saying, you know, when something new comes out, they say it's the best thing since sliced bread. Nashville is a very, 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 very vibrant city, and I know it's something that's been on the table for years. With time, I think everybody will be able to tell that this is something that has been implemented, and it's definitely worth all the attention and all the eyes that are being put on it.
This could just be the beginning to a faster moving Nashville.
Next up, how Nashville works. When any of us contact Metro Nashville government, and I'll confess I contact the Hub Nashville team a lot, I want you to be impressed by the great customer service and to know that when a problem arises, a real person is working on it in real time. Our goal should always be for residents to experience customer service so good that we're the benchmark others measure against. That's how Nashville works, by providing the quality services we all count on in a timely manner.
We're in the operations war room, where when we have a inclement weather event, snow event like we've had this week, this is kind of where we run that operation out of. Right now, only on about 19 of our trucks, we have the ability that we have cameras in the trucks and run through a program called Samsara, to where we can literally click on that truck when they're out on route, see what they're seeing, see what the truck's doing, tell if the truck's, you know, if it's salting at that time, if it's not salting, it even tracks the amount of salt that's used. Once we get all the new trucks in, we'll have the ability for at least 37 of the new trucks to monitor them at all times when they're out on route. Today's gone really well, it really has. Once the snow stopped this morning, we started getting our primary routes, we started getting in good shape. When I'm monitoring cameras like this and I start seeing the dry intersections start showing up like that, that lets me know that those are intersections and streets that I'm not gonna have to worry about issues on tonight, over freezing or thawing and freezing. That's what we want, dry asphalt, just like that.
We get work orders come in through Nashville Hub, come out to the pothole, clean the pothole out. We run hot mix, put the hot mix down, spread it out, even it out with the road, tamp it down, smooth ride, next pothole.
Think about this, each one of those cranes that you see, that's another 200 to 300 jobs that are on that one project. So 200 to 300 people on each crane that you see in Nashville.
This class opens their eyes up to an option outside of college, or it gives them the opportunity to know that there's something else that they can do.
Hold it down and try to keep it in between those two blue arrows.
100% I see a future in this. It's also pretty easy. They teach you everything for absolutely free. They actually pay you to teach you, basically.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
But I am overall seeing people that or students that want to learn about it. They want to know more. They have questions.
You know, it's something you could learn, and then you have something like, you know, you could go do in the future.
We don't have enough people to do the work that needs to be done downtown. And that's part of why we're doing classes like this, why I'm coming out to speak with you today.
All of my students are seniors, so next year they will not be here. That is going to be something brand new and different for them, because then they have to fill in that blank. And this is one of those options where they're listening, they want to know, even if it's to mark it off the list, they want to know about it and how it could better their life and help their adulthood.
So tonight we had the graduation for My City Academy 2024. This program that they got to learn a little bit about Metro government. So their families were here and they got to take a picture with the mayor and they were given the task to go out to the city and share the resources that they learned.
My family and I are originally from China, and we moved to Nashville in 1998, but I'm just so thankful to have participated as a member of the 10th cohort in this program, because I learned more about my community, I learned about resources, and I learned that diversity is our strength.
This class was absolutely amazing. I learned different perspectives of the city and got to see how the immigrant community is seen. And so I think they're excited by knowing they can make a change just by being educated and hopefully feel empowered to make a difference.
How Nashville grows is up to us. Our growth is a sign that we've created a great place to live, and I want us to grow responsibly, so all our neighbors and neighborhoods enjoy the quality of life improvements they deserve.
We want to be the center for this community, whether it's the playgrounds, the athletic fields, the gym, the community room, the classrooms, the library. We want to be the center for this community in a place where everyone feels welcomed.
She didn't want to get too angry. She's also hurrying through maybe.
I really enjoy kids. I love the enthusiasm that they bring to learning. I love seeing the light bulb go off when they apply concepts to other areas in their life.
We've been working as a city for 4 years on this recovery effort. On Christmas Day 2020, I was home with my family, and while I was hearing our daughters thunder down the stairs on Christmas morning, I also realized my phone was starting to light up with notifications about something happening not far away. A devastating bombing had just occurred here on 2nd Avenue. And now it's starting to reopen fully with brand new reinvented streetscapes. A few months ago, we opened the northernmost portion of 2nd Avenue to foot and vehicle traffic, and we're now opening the block closest to Broadway. It's a true recovery effort, and I invite and encourage you to come check out the businesses that still call 2nd Avenue home.
There's clearly no lack of enthusiasm during this school lunchtime, but that excitement might not be over what you'd expect. At Norman Binkley Elementary, students are making sure their leftovers don't go to waste through composting.
As it saves the planet, and it also brings back plants, everything.
All students from kindergarten to 5th grade are encouraged to sort through their compostables and plastics.
They've just really taken ownership, and I've been super proud of them and just impressed with what they've been able to do with this.
In Nashville, over 80% of our waste goes to a landfill, one that's filling up quickly. With school composting pilots, we're already seeing results that can help get that number down.
The first week we only took out 6 bags of trash, and like I said, we've had over 700 students here at our school, so it's amazing that with 700 kids, we took out 6 bags of trash. We estimate we've probably decreased the trash we're putting in the dumpster by about half, and that's been pretty consistent.
Every item composted, every unused trash bag makes Nashville a more sustainable city.
We love our home. How Nashville helps speaks to how we care for and take care of one another, so more of us have a chance to stay and thrive in the city we love together. Here in Nashville, we have an unrivaled sense of belonging, and we're building on that strong foundation of hope and community.
It's just about breakfast time as the sun begins to break and engines start to warm. Yet lunch and dinner are already top of mind.
We're going to deliver some hot meals and frozen meals to elderly and homebound customers.
On the first of 34 stops, Derek Henderson takes special care as he delivers the meals one by one.
The meals they bring every day is a blessing. You know, so I appreciate them, everything they do. I recently lost a leg, open heart surgery, poor circulation to my body. My wife, she has Parkinson's, so we actually depend on certain things in life right now.
The Metro Social Services Senior Check-In program provides more than just free meals.
Hi there. I'm good. Come to me. It helps me out a whole lot because I don't have, no money left to buy groceries for the month.
It brings a familiar face, care, and conversations seniors might not get daily.
I'm just blessed. It makes me feel, that somebody cares for me, me.
The holidays can be lonely for some, which is why in addition to meals, seniors are receiving holiday gift bags with household items, even coloring books. Some also receive daily calls where they talk about anything from how their day went to getting contact information for outside service providers.
Good morning, Mr. Yuri. How are you?
I miss them when they don't come on Saturday and Sunday. I look forward to Monday morning.
The meal, the supplies are important, but it's knowing that someone is there for you that makes all the difference. In the heart of Nashville, there's a group of unsung heroes making quite the impact. Tools for Schools is a team of retirees with a passion for giving back, and Ben Dodd's passion knows no bounds.
I feel like we all have a sense to try to give back to the community, and this just happens to be what we found.
While Ben and the team stay focused on the work, the heart of their mission is clear: building more furniture and creating brighter futures.
We're going to go to the fine furniture department.
You take excess stuff and make furniture for the unhoused through a nonprofit called
House to Home.
House to Home.
I just get immense satisfaction using my hands and feeling like I'm accomplishing something and giving back, and it's you need that. You need that.
All right, we're going to load up and get ready to take stuff over to Glencliff High School to install 28 lineal feet of shelving for the library. So here we go.
As you can see, our shelves are very crowded, which is a great problem to have. So in order to increase the shelving at a very reasonable and cost-effective way, my mentor librarian, she mentioned Tools for School had built some shelves for her, so I reached out to them, and now here they are installing the shelves today.
It's not just furniture, it's an investment in education in the students who will shape out the city's future. As the team works, the air fills with the hum of drills and the scent of freshly cut wood. As they like to say, sawdust is a carpenter's glitter.
They're installing two 14-foot units today, so an approximate cost, if we did that through a different vendor, would be almost $20,000. With being the first teacher that applied with Nashville Tools for School this year, they gave me a $500 grant, which reduced our school's cost to only $500 for that much shelving space.
It's moments like this that remind us of the power of community.
Kids can't believe that you made them for them.
With every screw drilled and every crack filled, Tools for Schools is shaping the foundation for a brighter Nashville.
This is the best place to be in the city, period, because we have sponsors and volunteers who come out here and who've been coming out here for 30 years to help build affordable housing in Nashville.
Yep, let's go 90 3/8 for these, probably 3 times.
Habitat volunteer Steve Lanehart sees that firsthand.
I love coming out here because it's kind of the thrill of making something happen and making a difference, making Nashville a better place to live and working to raise our families.
And thanks to Metro Nashville's Housing Trust, the Barnes Fund, they're able to ensure these homes are affordable.
We use the Barnes Fund to help with the construction cost. We help it to pay developer fees. We also use it to help the homeowners with homeowner down payment assistance. So what we're seeing is homeowners buy these homes at market rate. So the debt to income ratio is getting challenging because these homes in 2018 cost $180,000 to the homeowners. Now they're at $300,000. So it's getting harder for people of 80% AMI or less to be able to afford even a Habitat home. So what the Barnes Fund does is the down payment assistance helps shorten that gap and helping with the construction costs, which have gone up.
In the latest operating budget, Mayor Freddie O'Connell invested $30 million in the Barnes Fund. That returns $7 for each dollar invested. Habitat's model makes every dollar count.
Our Habitat homeowners have to qualify for the program, which means they're also willing to take 100 hours of homeowner education, budgeting, learning how to maintain their homes, how to be a good neighbor. And then they also have to come out here with the volunteers and help build their home and their neighbors' homes. And one of the best aspects of that is that they build their community before they even move into the house. This is why there's no better place than Habitat, and that is because the range of emotions that are so positive. We hear so much news that is always negative and troubling, and when you come out here, you really do see the best of humanity.
Now let's go over till you see this page right here. Keep going till you see this page. Oh, look. That's it, that's the water aquatic. This morning we're at Cumberland Elementary School and we're doing one of our Rise, Read, and Lead events. It's part of our I Read, I Lead literacy campaign that is the first culturally affirming literacy campaign, citywide literacy campaign in the city of Nashville. A businessman has a blank, lonely face. Do y'all see those 2 men in the book? You heard it, the story. Now tell me what those 2 men are.
But if we start with our young people early, particularly 3rd and 4th grade, we know for young black and brown boys, this is a pivotal year based on the data that we need to help them through that transition. If we get this transition along with them, they take this literacy and this love for literacy to middle school, and then they carry it on to high school to help giving more better comprehension skills for life.
This exploration of how Nashville moves, works, grows, and helps is just a glimpse of how Metro Nashville invests in all of us. And I hope it inspires you to engage even more with the great work happening. Join one of our boards and commissions, enroll in the Neighborhood Ambassador Academy, or explore in more detail how Metro works through My City Academy. In Nashville, the opportunities to shape our community, invest in us are many. And drop me a note while you're at it. I'd love to hear from you. My email is mayor@nashville.gov.